Hello Facebook, hello YouTube, what's up everybody? This is Ruben and I'm back with another Ruben Report. Today I'm going to try to keep things as pretty brief and short, but there are quite a few things I need to update you guys about. Right now, for reference, we have, let's see, 4,420 miles on the bike, and yeah, I've been riding it for the past week. I decided to not ride on the highway anymore. There was a certain day last week, or the beginning of this week, I believe, when I was riding on the highway, and it's just not safe. So I decided to ride on the back roads and continue to ride on the back roads all week. The usual 7,000 RPMs max, as usual. But with it being 4,400 miles, that is just shy. I think we're like 1,900, and no, we are definitely 2,150 miles, or something like that. Yeah, 2,150 miles on the bike with the new motor, and then we are, yeah, so subtract 500 from that, which will be 1,650 miles. Yeah, 1,650 miles since the first valve adjustment. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna clean my chain, and then after I clean the chain, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Okay, so the bike chain has been all cleaned up. I got the wax on there. I'm just gonna let that sit, and I'm going to clean it later. The front of the bike has been washed down, just like I always do. You guys can look at all of my other updates. You guys know what I do during the spa day, how I clean the chain, all that stuff. But let's go ahead and get to the topic at hand. So, the UET update. For the Ultimate Endurance Test update for today, the bike, I'm starting to see a slight couple symptoms of the valves becoming tighter, pretty much all over again. So riding yesterday, I made a video yesterday wanting to kind of, showcase for you guys, not having like a boring video like I do this all the time. I wanted to get some footage so that way I can have a ride-along video so you guys have something to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up right now. Alright guys, I have a brief clip here of me accelerating all the way up to potential top speed. I wanted to test top speed and get this on camera for you guys so that you guys can actually see that the bike can actually go 80 miles an hour. And my GPS app, they updated it to where I can actually display the numbers in a quite large so that it's actually legible. So here, I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'm topping out at about 74 miles an hour, and the needle, it gets to about 9,300, 9,400 RPMs, not all the way to 10k RPMs like it was the other day when I was on the highway, but it's getting past there. It's getting up there, and once I got it there, it wouldn't want to go any further. So that was a little bit concerning to me. And here is going to be another clip where I show you guys just how fast the bike goes at different RPM speeds in general. Starting off here, we're going to be at 6,000 RPMs, shifting up into 6th gear, and we are at 48 miles an hour GPS and 53 miles an hour indicated. Then we go ahead to accelerate to our general cruising speed, which is at 7,000 RPMs. Everyone knows I have a indicated 60, 61, and a GPS 55, 56. Then we start to accelerate up to 8,000 RPMs. Or 7,500 RPMs, excuse me, and at 7,500 RPMs we have a indicated 65 and a GPS 60. Then we go up to 8,000 RPMs, and at 8,000 RPMs we are at a indicated 70 and a GPS 64. we continue to accelerate all the way up to, slowly but surely, up to 9,000 RPMs. And at 9,000 RPMs, we get a indicated 77, 78 with a GPS 71, 72. All right. So as you guys saw with that video, when I was going to be doing the top speed run so that I can actually also get it on footage that I can go 80 miles an hour with this thing, it wouldn't go. It wouldn't go past 74. And so, not only that, the exhaust note has changed. It idles a little bit higher like it was previously. My gas mileage has gone down a tad bit. I've got 53 miles to the gallon instead of the usual in between 54 to 59. Especially for that kind of run that I did on Friday, I should have been getting more like 50, mid 55, maybe even 56. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tear the bike down. I'm going to go ahead and look at the valves real quick. This is why I'm trying to keep the video short, because I don't want this to be a super duper long video. So as far as how to adjust the valves, I've done multiple videos on that already. If you want a tutorial on that, I'll just leave it at the end of this video. You'll see it at the end. Okay. All right, I got the bike fully disassembled, and we are at top dead center. Hold on. Okay. So you guys see that? Great. And now let me go ahead and cut to the top here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and test the intake valves. This is the 0.076 millimeter. If you guys can see that. Okay, this is what I adjusted the valves at when I did the initial 500-mile test, and they slide in and out just fine so far. So intake valves are doing great. So it's probably going to be the exhaust valves out of the culprit. All right, I know this is going to be a little hard to see, but the 0.076, it fits, but it kind of snags a bit. Like I'm pulling it, so it's definitely a tiny bit tighter from my initial. Okay, that one. If you guys can see that. It's really snagging on it. So I'm going to adjust it a bit, make it a little bit wider, and then we'll see how she idles out. Alright, so I got her all back together. I've been letting her warm up for a little bit. Sorry I didn't, include the whole measuring of stuff. I just wanted to get things done quickly. But we're idling pretty much just at 1500 RPMs, just as it's supposed to. And it sounds great. And that's pretty much what we want. 1500 RPMs sounds good. I'll go ahead and continue, testing it out, and then we'll give you guys another update sometimes later, okay?